Oral cancers is a huge topic. It's a huge problem in India.
Any points for patients to make them aware that histology is as important as getting diagnosed by clinician itself?
See, histology is the gold standard of diagnosis. So how can you make sure that the patient definitely gets tested? Most of the times patients को लगता है यार why is the doctor telling me? मुझे तो कोई treatment का ज़रूरत ही नहीं है, मुझे कोई दिक्कत ही नहीं है. Show the patient the image, he will understand the bacterial accumulation. Cancer cannot happen without aneuploidy.
Okay.
So you have this liquid brush-based cytology test that I have come across, which will help us detect a dysplasia or malignancy 2 years before histology or cytology.
Okay.
Why is that important? It is important from the treatment aspect.
Okay.
Because then the doctor can decide if the patient needs a radiation therapy
Okay.
or needs a chemotherapy for that matter. Picking a non-clinical branch does not mean that you do not practice regular dentistry.
Right.
I feel that it just makes you a better dentist. I'll tell you why. You have an eye to look at the soft tissues. You focus on the teeth as well as the soft tissues. You will 100% deliver a better outcome for the patient.
Okay.
I always talk about enhanced visualization.
Okay.
Technology will help you do a better job at dentistry.
So photographic records are something which one should be focusing on.
Photo documentation, yes. I
Okay.
think modern life is about images.
एक्सप्लोर करने के लिए आप कोई पॉइंट्स बताना चाहेंगे कि ये कुछ चीज़ें हैं जिस पे आप फोकस करें तो इसमें भी आपका इंटरेस्ट हो सकता है.
One is about the fluorescence stain DAPI. Coming to soft tissue practice in anal advances, tissue fluorescence visualization WellScan, and with that I come to a D-aneuploidy test which diagnoses tumor aneuploidy. Focus on non-invasive techniques
Right.
because those help a lot. They make your life easier, they make patients' life easier.
Okay.
I say empathy is an excellent quality to have as a doctor. I think that will bond you to the patient better.
Right.
And like we have the concept of family physicians, one day we will be able to create a concept of family dentists.
Dentist, of course.
Welcome to the new episode. In today's episode, I'll be having conversation with Dr. Darshana. आज के इस एपिसोड में हम लोगों ने बात किया है ओरल पैथोलॉजी पे. If a student is planning to pursue his career in the field of oral pathology, तो एंटर होने से पहले उसको कौन कौन से पॉइंट्स का ध्यान रखना है. अगर वो स्टूडेंट ओरल पैथोलॉजी को एज ए करियर चूज करता तो उसमें क्या क्या अपॉर्चुनिटीज उसको मिल सकता है, और अगर ओरल पैथोलॉजी को एज ए फुल टाइम करियर लिया इस ब्रांच में फ्यूचर क्या होगा. ये सारे पॉइंट्स का डिस्कशन हमने डॉक्टर दर्शना के साथ इस एपिसोड में किया है. सो आई वुड रिकमेंड कि ना ही सिर्फ वो बच्चे जिनको नॉन क्लिनिकल ब्रांच में इंटरेस्ट है, लेकिन वो सारे बच्चे जिनको क्लिनिकल ब्रांच में इंटरेस्ट है वो भी इस एपिसोड को जरूर देखें. आपको एक नया पर्सपेक्टिव जरूर मिलेगा. सो ज्यादा बातें यहां पे ना करते हुए सीधा इस एपिसोड को स्टार्ट करते हैं. सो व्हाट आर यू वेटिंग फॉर? जस्ट गो grab your popcorn, sit back, relax and enjoy the show.
आओ बातें करें दांतों की, मेरे सब सवालों की, मेरे सारे डाउट्स और मेरे सब ख्यालों की. आओ करें बातें दांतों की. It's all about teeth. Presenting to you India's most famous dentist with Dr. Karthik Dinoja. Powered by Karthikatva.
Hello ma'am, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Dr. Karthik.
We all know about you, but please for our viewers, what are you doing currently?
Definitely. So my name is Dr. Darshana. I specialize in tissue fluorescence visualization and molecular diagnostics. I'm an oral pathologist myself. I have been practicing since the last 10 years now.
तो मतलब आपने नॉन क्लिनिकल ब्रांच चूज किया.
Yes, I picked up a non-clinical branch because it was always my passion to do something about precancerous lesions.
Okay.
And most of my works have been in early detection phases. My thesis topic also involved fluorescence microscopy. So
Okay.
most of the times it's like what you pick up for your thesis topic, right? For your master's, that's what shapes up your career.
Okay. Oh.
Most of the times, if you you can hold that as your step one, and then you can build your ladder on top of it.
Okay. Can you tell us more about the subject, that if a student is planning for pursuing non-clinical branch, like oral pathology, or क्या ध्यान में रखना चाहिए इस ब्रांच में एंटर होने से पहले?
So basically, you have to know that what is going to be the outcome of you picking a non-clinical branch.
Okay.
Now, I think that makes you a better dentist. I'll tell you why. You have an eye to look at the soft tissues.
Right.
And when you focus on the teeth as well as the soft tissues, you will 100% deliver a better outcome for the patient.
Okay.
So you have more knowledge. That's one. And picking a non-clinical branch does not mean that you do not practice regular dentistry.
Right.
I feel that it just makes you a better doctor.
Okay.
There are so many medical managements. There are newer therapies like laser biomodulations, laser ablations,
Okay.
managing on intralesional injections.
Right.
So this is what you can do additionally in your practice.
Right.
Honestly speaking, I feel that even general practitioners, general dental practitioners can expand their practice to soft tissue practices, because when you find these conditions early, right, you can manage it with medical management and on your OPD chair. Imagine a 1 centimeter ulcer.
Right.
You can treat it in your chair itself rather than waiting for it to be a huge tumor and you just writing a referral to an oncosurgeon.
True.
Additionally, I always talk about enhanced visualization.
Okay.
Technology will help you do a better job at dentistry. I
Okay.
think computers have solved a lot of our problems.
For better diagnosis.
Yes, for better diagnosis. Also, today's practice, right? I'll tell you one thing. Patients window shop.
Right.
Yeah, because there are so many dental practices.
Ah.
Pick a stone, throw it in any direction. You will find at least 4 to 6 clinics in a vicinity of 200 meters. So you need to add a competitive edge to your practice.
Okay.
And I think how we learn is by photos. How we understand is by photos. And how we make decisions is by pictures. I
Okay.
think COVID taught us that, right? Most of them have moved to online shopping, even for clothes and many accessories.
Right.
So photos is basically how you make decisions. So, when you show the patient a picture of what's going on in their oral cavity, it helps them
Okay.
understand. You're practicing evidence-based care,
Okay.
and you're making a difference in their life.
Okay. So photographic records are something which one should be focusing on.
Photo documentation, yes. I
Okay.
think modern life is about images. So
Okay.
that is something that you can do, which will help you differentiate from the others.
Okay.
Like I said, technology wherein you can have digital records. You can use enhanced visualization, which has photo documentation. It's like a great contrast.
Okay.
Like bacterial infections appear red, fungal appear yellow. If it's
Right.
precancerous, will be dark. And these are the lesions which are missed under the normal eye.
Okay. Right.
So say suppose you have a patient who actually needs scaling. Most of the times patients को लगता है यार why is the doctor telling me? मुझे तो कोई treatment का जरूरत ही नहीं है, मुझे कोई दिक्कत ही नहीं है. Show the patient the image, he will understand the bacterial accumulation.
Right.
I'm sure you cannot see bacterial accumulation with your naked eye.
Even during the degranulation as well.
Yes.
हम जब फ्लैप ओपन करते हैं उसके बाद
Right.
डीग्रेन्युलेशन करते हैं तो नेकेड आई पे तो यही लगता है कि सब कुछ क्लियर है.
Exactly.
लेकिन जब मैक्रो लेंस से हम फोटोज लेते हैं तब जाके पता चलता है कि नहीं बहुत कुछ बाकी है.
Yes.
एंड वो जो हीलिंग के बाद भी इन्फ्लेमेशन थोड़ा रह जाता है.
Yes, you
सब
can-
जिंजाइवल डिपॉजिट्स उसके ऊपर फोकस होता है. ओके. एनी क्विक टिप्स फॉर आवर थर्ड ईयर, फाइनल ईयर एंड इंटर्न्स कि उनका इंटरेस्ट जनरेट हो इन सब्जेक्ट्स के बारे में, रादर देन थिंकिंग कि सर्जिकल में ये करेंगे वो करेंगे. इफ यू हैव प्लान्स यू डू, दैट इज टोटली फाइन.
Right.
लेकिन एक्सप्लोर करने के लिए आप कोई पॉइंट्स उनको बताना चाहेंगे कि ये कुछ चीजें हैं जिस पे आप फोकस करें, तो इसमें भी आपका इंटरेस्ट हो सकता है.
Okay, so yes, what I will say is that even if you do exclusive surgical, you take up exclusive surgical branches, you will still end up doing general dentistry.
Right.
Why? There are so many dental practices, and if you want to pick oral surgery, not everybody would be attached to a hospital. You would end up doing third molar disimpaction. So the situation is more or less similar for like other branches too, like perio, pedo.
Right.
But that is the reality today. Right? So pick branches which will help you be a better dentist. At the end of the day, you are going to practice general dentistry.
Right.
That's another thing. And innovation is extremely important. Today, we have technology at our hands, which we did not have before. And I think a dentist is basically a doctor, a dentist is an artist, and a dentist is an engineer. It's a combination of all three. I think we all have all these three skills.
Right.
So let's utilize it. Keep track of what actually is present in life. Check out your options. There are multiple options. You may also like to get into a corporate company.
Okay.
That's another option you have. One is you could do your master's.
Okay.
Right? Pursue your MDS.
Right.
You have to work really hard at that because getting admission is
True.
not easy.
Yep.
Right? Second is you could have your own practice, for which you will have to develop a competitive edge.
Okay.
And only then you will be able to differentiate yourself.
Okay.
Right? I say empathy is an excellent quality to have as a doctor. I think that will bond you to the patient better.
Right.
And like we have the concept of family physicians, one day we will be able to create a concept of family dentists.
Dentist, of course.
Wherein
Right.
they come to you and they do not check rates, or they don't bargain, or they
Right.
don't window shop, because they have that bond with you. And that the patient will only and only do if he feels that the doctor really cares. That's one. Going abroad is another option.
Okay.
But there are too many exams. The cost involved is huge.
Okay.
And, especially countries like US and Canada do not recognize Indian degrees, where you have to repeat your graduation for 2 years. You do your DDS, or you need to clear your licensure exam, which is again expensive. That's one. And it takes up your time. And I think you have already done your graduation.
Right.
So you have to actually know if you want to stay there, or like what is your motive behind moving to another country. And these days, like before, dentists would get into DDS easily, clear national boards easily. Today, it is hard to get an admission there too. I have a couple of friends who've been giving the exams and still not entering the courses for about 4 to 5 years.
Oh.
And I think 4 to 5 years after dentistry is an important period of your life.
Yes.
Wherein you actually need to settle down. These are the practical options that are available.
Okay.
And always specialize yourself in one field, in one particular area. It could be aesthetics. It could be gum surgeries, or any kinds of advances that are available, maybe in diagnostics, so that you have your place and you create a niche for yourself in the society.
Right.
And I would also say that always think of patient welfare. It is our responsibility that we deliver the best of care that's available.
Right. Would you like to talk about advances that you have come across in your career path?
Okay, so speaking of advances, one is about the fluorescent stain DAPI.
Okay.
And you can use it in cytology, especially for precancerous lesions and conditions. You will see the nuclei as a dark green area.
Okay.
And dark blue area, which is very, you can't miss it. So that is one advance that I have noted, but the cost involved is huge.
Okay.
So you need a fluorescent microscope for that. So that's not a very practical solution right now. Coming to soft tissue practice and advances, tissue fluorescence visualization, well scan, helps you to detect things way before early. And with that, I come to a DNA ploidy test, which is an invention of British Columbia Cancer Agency, Canada, which diagnoses tumor aneuploidy.
Okay.
So that basically, a fundamental change in cancer
Right.
is tumor aneuploidy. Cancer cannot happen without aneuploidy.
Okay.
So you have this liquid brush-based cytology test that I have come across, which will help us detect a dysplasia or malignancy 2 years before histology or cytology.
Okay.
Because we are picking up the fundamental change.
Right.
And that is one advance that we can actually incorporate in our practices, because patients visit dentists for their oral cavity,
Right.
and we can check out everything. We can find it early for ourselves and for patients, of course, and treat them in your clinic. So DNA-ploidy test is an advance, which is also done in the cervical, it's for the cancers of the cervix as well.
Right.
So this is another advance that I have
Okay.
learned so far.
Any points for patients to make them aware that histology is as important as getting diagnosed by clinician itself? वो expect करते हैं कि सिर्फ इन्होंने देख लिया तो वो रिपोर्ट्स करवाने का बोल रहे हैं, अभी उसकी क्या जरूरत है?
See, histology is the gold standard of diagnosis,
Right.
right? So, yes, if the lesion is aggressive, if you can see the lesion, you should definitely go for histology. But a newer thing I would say is that you can also actually, filter patients who actually need a biopsy by doing a DNA-ploidy test.
Okay.
Because in the DNA-ploidy test, it will tell you, do you need a biopsy or not?
Or not? Yes.
The issue is in Indian society, when you tell the patient do a biopsy, he's very scared.
Exactly.
He's scared of the scalpel. He's scared of the blood.
Yes.
It's a surgical procedure. It's sutures. It's a post-operative healing that he has to, go through.
Painful.
So he is scared. He is very, very scared. So how can you make sure that the patient definitely gets tested and investigated? So, and not all red or white patches or leukoplakias or oral lichen planus will turn into a malignancy.
Right.
But they do have a malignant potential. So we need to know what is the status.
Okay.
So we can filter these by doing a DNA-ploidy test. And if that report suggests that you need a biopsy, you can put the patient through the procedure. Okay. And the purpose of both tests is entirely different.
Okay.
DNA-ploidy is an early diagnostic test.
Okay.
And it tells you the potential of whether it will be, it can turn into a dysplasia, or it's inflammatory, or it is malignant. But a biopsy is histology, and it will tell you what kind of tumor is it. Is it well differentiated squamous cell carcinoma? Is it a basal cell carcinoma?
Right.
Is it a malignant melanoma? And why is that important? It is important from the treatment aspect.
Okay.
Okay, so basal cell carcinomas are usually indolent.
Okay.
They develop over a long period of time, and they're not as aggressive as squamous cell carcinomas
Okay.
or malignant melanomas. Right? Differentiation is important, because if it's well differentiated, moderately differentiated, or poorly differentiated, because then the doctor can decide if the patient needs a radiation therapy
Okay.
or needs a chemotherapy for that matter. So histology remains the gold standard for diagnosis, and it's very important. But also we could try non-invasive approaches first, wherein you can filter out if the patient needs a biopsy or not.
Okay.
Advantages I will also tell you of doing a brush cytology is that you can take the entire area of lesion. You can scrape the entire area.
Right.
Biopsy with a 3 to 4 centimeter lesion, you are only taking 5 millimeters.
Okay. Right.
Right? So there is still a error or a chance of a sampling error. And the British Dental Journal states that is as high as 60%.
Which is not at all acceptable.
No, it's a huge, which it is absolutely
exactly.
not acceptable.
Not acceptable.
Yes.
We should not be ignoring such facts. Okay. How one should approach these subjects, like बहुत से lesions है. ये students के perspective से मैं पूछ रहा हूँ.
Well, you have
दिमाग
to
में
work
इतना सब
hard.
कुछ भरना है, तो क्या कुछ अब ट्रिक
Oh,
और
tips
टिप्स
and
यूज?
tricks.
हाँ.
Okay, so one is you have to know your classifications right. Yeah, that's the basic thing.
Okay.
Whenever it's benign, it's malignant tumors, make sure that you have the classification pit-pat.
Okay.
What falls into what.
Right.
Okay. You can form small limericks for
Okay.
yourself. That is another thing that you can do.
Okay.
And see, I know that as a BDS graduate, you may think that everything appears pink and blue and it's almost the same.
True.
But pick that one thing which is not present in all tumors. There is one
Okay.
pathognomic finding for each tumor or each lesion which is present there. So you just have to know that. That's like, if you have an ACC, right? You know there is Swiss cheese appearance, and
Right.
that is pathognomic to it. You do not see a Swiss cheese appearance anywhere else, right? So, like in oral submucous fibrosis, the collision bands are way too huge,
Right.
In verrucous carcinoma, there is parakeratotic plugging. So
Okay.
these are small things which are representative of a particular lesion or a tumor.
Right. Rather than
And-
just memorizing the images.
Exactly. Don't memorize the image. Don't click a picture. It's not. I mean, very few will have a photographic
हाँ
memory. To be very
वो
honest.
स्लाइड में इतना कोई मतलब चेंज कर देगा सेक्शन तो
खत्म. That's how
हाँ.
we recollect.
Right.
Which is not a good thing to do. Always turn to your basics.
Okay.
First, understand what is the epithelium, what is the basal membrane, and what is the connective tissue. Understand that, life will be a lot more easier when you turn to your basics. Read up. It's always a good thing. And make your power notes.
Okay.
Key points. Keep your key points ready. I'm sure you can build around your answers.
Okay. And one last question for postgraduates. That what sort of approach towards the subject they should keep in mind to do more and more research in the field of this oral pathology, or suggest any topic कि इस pathway में अभी बहुत जगह है, ये एक niche यहाँ पे आप अपनी create कर सकते हैं.
So, oral cancers is a huge topic and it's a huge problem in India.
Right.
84% of the cases that are found globally belong to our country.
Okay.
So that is one niche that you can pick up in the field of oral pathology. Second is you could focus on doing your, on salivary gland tumors or exclusive histopathology.
Okay.
I know a few doctors who are oral pathologists and they have their own labs.
Okay.
Oral pathology labs. They do cytology, they do biopsy, they do DNA ploidy. So that is one thing that they can focus on their own lab and reporting cases. As a young oral pathologist, I would always suggest that you practice with a senior oral pathologist first.
Okay. Right.
And make sure that it is an oral pathologist. Oral pathology is a highly specialized branch.
Okay.
And the diagnosis that an oral pathologist can give is more accurate for the oral cavity in comparison to a general pathologist.
Yeah.
Because there's a wide range of lesions that happens. Yeah. Salivary gland tumors are also way too common. So that's another field that, or as oral pathologist, you can pick up. Focus on non-invasive techniques.
Right.
Because those help a lot. And they make your life easier. They make patients' life easier.
Okay. All right, ma'am. It was nice having you on our show. Thank you so much.
So much.
Thank you for your time. I appreciate your effort and time and energy. I will make sure to shoot one more episode with you very soon with more depth.
Definitely. Thank you so much. The pleasure is mine. And it's an honor to be here.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Have a great
How was the episode? I hope आप सभी को एक नया पर्सपेक्टिव जरूर मिला. ऐसे बहुत सारे एपिसोड्स हमारे इसी YouTube चैनल पे अवेलेबल है जो कि आपको आपकी डेंटल जर्नी में एक नया पर्सपेक्टिव जरूर देंगे. कम टाइम में अपनी लाइफ में ज्यादा वैल्यू ऐड करने के लिए हमारे इसी YouTube चैनल का क्लिप्स सेक्शन आज ही चेक कीजिए. मिलते हैं बहुत ही जल्द एक नए एपिसोड के साथ इसी YouTube चैनल पे. Till then, that's it from my side. Thank you for watching.